everybody? Welcome back to 2nd Street. Trinity here. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are on Friday at the very end of the week, and today we're just going to kind of keep it loose here, just talk about different things that have kind of happened throughout the week. This is kind of the warm-up for the Trailer Park Live, which happens tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure, if you're not already, make sure that you're subscribed. Click the little bell and all of that good stuff. You don't act like you don't know how this is done. You absolutely know that you do, so make sure that you're subscribed. And also, aside from being subscribed, you know that when you subscribe to the channel, you get what we call a Myrtle bit. You get a little bit of bonus Myrtle bit when you are subscribed to the channel, when you give this video likes, when you hang out here on these live streams and interact with all the great people that you see down in the chats. And if you would like to support the channel with your hard-earned dollars, take your support of the channel just a little bit further, you can consider becoming a channel member as well, and that gets you a little bit of extra bonus Myrtle bit as well. Now, what's the Myrtle bit for? Well, you can check your Myrtle bit here by clicking exclamation Myrtle bit. It accumulates by the longer you hang out here in the live streams, interact. The more you interact with people in the chats as well. But what it gets you entered into is some of the giveaways that we are going to be doing here on the channel. And a lot of these giveaways are basically going to be sponsored by our channel members, our Myrtle, the immortal Myrtle Maniacs. So some of the things that we're giving away this month are these things that I just picked up yesterday while I was out visiting some of the local comic shops that I have to as an Aftershock Comics ambassador. But one of the things we got here is Canto 3, The Lion-Hearted. This one right here is signed by David Boer, the writer himself. And we actually just gave away a trade paperback of this, of Canto 2 and The Hollow Man, signed by David Boer as well. We just gave that away last month as well. One of our channel members, actually one of the great supporters, been around here for a while, ended up getting that one. I also, and I picked that signed copy up at Collector's Paradise on Winnetka, or the Winnetka branch, just yesterday. They do a lot of in-store signings as well. They have different people come in and do different signings. And so that's part of their signature series. If you are ever in the area, they have the one there on Winnetka, and they also have one in North Hollywood. They also have one in Pasadena as well. So if you are in the area, make sure that you stop in and check them out. Now, I did pay for these, all of these as well, so we're not sponsored by them or anything, but they are some very cool local comic shops that I do actually go out and visit as part of this thing that I do with Aftershock Comics, being an ambassador, where I just pretty much go around and spread the good word of Aftershock Comics and see if there's anything that we can do to help facilitate sales or anything there in their store to kind of help them out. And, you know, I mean, this is kind of one of my ways of doing it, just giving away some of these cool things that they have there in their shops for sale. And believe me, when I get into a lot of these shops, I see cool stuff, and I'm like, dude, I gotta have this, you know what I mean? Very cool stuff. Also, something else we are going to be giving away is this right here. This is Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness. This is signed by the writer, Frank Gogol. This was picked this up at Brave New World Comics in Santa Clarita. If you're in the area, you should check them out, or you can check them out at Brave. You can find them at, you know, BNW Comics. I think on like Twitter, Instagram, and stuff like that. And you can actually even go to their website. I know they've got a website. It's like bnwcomics.shop/shop, and go check out some of the stuff that they have. They should probably have some of these for sale there on their site as well. I also picked up this copy of, oh, you can't really see because of the yellow, I forget, is Dead End Kids. This is the trade paperback of Dead End Kids right here, and it is signed by Frank Gogol as well. I actually have all 3 issues of that are collected in this trade paperback, and I believe all but one of them are signed by Frank Gogol as well. I met him at the LA Comic-Con 2 years ago in 2019. First Comic-Con I ever went to. It was a great time. And so I got both of these signed. These were both from Brave New World Comics. So if you're ever in the area of Santa Clarita, make sure that you check them out as well, Brave New World Comics. And again, they didn't pay, you know, they're not sponsors or anything. They didn't pay for this. You know, this is just something I do because, you know, like, I like to give away some of these comic books and stuff that I really like and hopefully think that you might enjoy. Maybe you like Power Rangers. maybe you want a story like Dead End Kids that is about some kids kind of growing up in the 2000s in the post 9/11 America, and they come across they have this is the sorry, my bad. I'm thinking of this one right here. I'm actually thinking of Dead End Kids, Suburban Job. The Suburban Job. This is actually the new series right here that he's got out right now. The Suburban Job, where these kids, it was in post 9/11. The one from Dead End Kids, actually, and I just got done reading this, and I gotta say, Frank Gogol's a pretty good writer, and he's not trying to do anything world-changing or anything like that. Very good writing, some very good kind of personal stories, I guess you could say. And very, very good stuff here throughout these books. If you ever get a chance to read a Frank Gogol book, like I know for sure he's done Dead End Kids here. He done Dead End Kids, The Suburban Job. He also did one called No Heroin. And there's another one as well that he did, a series of short stories called Grief, I believe as well. And I haven't read that one either. But very good stuff. Very good stuff. Dead End Kids is more about some kids growing up in like the late 90s and just some of the things they went through as kids with somebody in their neighborhood with kids coming up, kids coming up. I believe, was there somebody missing or somebody died? Something like that. It's been a while since I read it, but it was a very good story in Dead End Kids. So proud to be giving that one away, as well as Power Rangers Unlimited, signed by Frank Gogol as well. Again, very, very good books. Very good books. Now, one of the other things, while I was out yesterday at one of the shops that I was visiting as well, I was down at Earth 2 Comics down in was that Sherman Oaks? And I was down there, and I found this, and I seen this in this before, and they didn't have it when I went back, but I seen it back there. This Squadron Supreme omnibus right here. Ended up finding this right here, man. I don't really know anything about the Squadron Supreme, but this collects Squadron Supreme number 1 through 12, Captain America number 314, and Squadron Supreme Death of a Universe. So I went ahead and got this. I believe there's another omnibus they have of this out there that is thicker and just has more stuff in it. This is the one they had there. This is the 25th anniversary edition of it. This is the first print. I believe this was in 2010. I think it was the first print from 2010. Yeah, the first printing from 2010. Love it. Adding that one to the shelf as well. But anyway, guys, like I said, some of those books we're doing the giveaways on with the Dead End Kids, Power Rangers Unlimited, as well as that Canto 3, all three of them signed by the writers of those books. And to get entered into those, you have to be subscribed to the channel. You have to be here hanging out with all the great people you see in the chats and collecting your Myrtle bit. Myrtle bit you use to purchase these tickets that get you entered into the giveaway for these, and you have to be there on the live stream when we do the giveaway, and that'll probably be all announced and everything, you know, good time out before we actually do all of that, so you can make sure that you are here. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for some of that stuff. We got a little bit more comic book stuff that I want to talk about, but I also want to talk about Loki, the multiverse, the MCM, right? That's the big thing right now. The big conversation is the MCM. Everything kind of expanding out in the universe after what we just got in the Loki series, that Loki series finale. Let me know what you think about the Loki series finale if you got a chance to watch it already, what you thought about it, and what you think about what all the things that it has kind of set up for the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know down in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and get into the live chats here. We'll see what's up with everybody. I'm gonna see how you're all doing today, and then we'll go into the multiverse, and we'll have a conversation. Okay. Excuse me. And guys, I gotta tell you, man, it's a beautiful day here in Southern California, man. I woke up this morning, went out for my bike ride. In case you guys don't know, what were we on? Stage 19 of the Tour de France today, and yesterday's finish was really great. I'm not sure if you guys follow cycling or anything. Absolutely great stuff. I'm a cyclist myself, so I'm really into it. I watch the Tour de France and everything. Like the past 2 years, not so much. It's kind of really been busy with a lot, especially last year. Just everything kind of. I think we all understand, right? We all understand. But this morning, man, I woke up, got out for my bike ride, and man, it was a beautiful, beautiful morning for a bike ride here in Southern California today. But how is it where you're at? I mean, I know this weekend it's getting ready to really turn up the temperature once again. But other than that, very, very beautiful. I think this weekend, guys, I don't know, maybe we'll do a live stream or something. We're going to go, apparently we're going to go to Disneyland on Sunday and Monday. So that should be fun, right? That should be fun. You'll see us going into to Disneyland on Monday. I guess we'll have to do Myrtle in the morning. Maybe we'll have to have Myrtle host us on Monday, watching us run into Disneyland at 8 in the morning, going crazy. You think? I don't know. I think it could work. But yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful morning out this morning. Great ride. Yesterday I wasn't really feeling up to it, and I haven't really. I think I've taken like one other day total off of the bike here over these last 19, 20, 21 days, 21 days basically. Which just like in the tour, they have one rest day normally after 9 days, and they have another one again the second week. So I'm kind of there now. I got 2 more days. I got 2 more days to finish out. I also got a couple of days, in there that just had low miles. But the thing is, like, why I'm mentioning that is pretty much like every year for the past handful of years, I've always done this Tour de France challenge where I go out and I try to ride half the miles that they do in the Tour de France, which a lot of times ends up being on average, probably like 45 to 50 miles a day, somewhere right in between there that I have to go out there and ride. Now, I haven't done it the past like 2 years, but I have done it in years previous. And when I say I try to go out and ride half the miles of the Tour de France, I don't try, I do it. I actually just go out and do it. You know what I mean? And here's the thing is like, it's anybody can do it. All right. Anybody can go out there and do it. Like it's not easy to do. It's going to take you some time to do it. Is that you're not just going to start right now and and be able to do it. But maybe if you started something right now, by the time next year came along, you might be able to, depending on the shape that you're in, be able to get up to the point where you could ride 50% of those miles. You might be surprised. But yeah, so it's something I've kind of always done like the past, I don't know, I think I've done it like 3-4 years. No, it's like more like 5-6 years in a row, consecutive. And the thing is, like, it's something that you got to do on your own. There's times when we've had group rides and everything when I'd be out doing it, but a lot of times those group rides are less miles because everybody's got to get to work and stuff like that. But also, like not everybody's doing, everybody, we all got regular lives and everything too. So a lot of it is about balance, finding things in your life that you like, little sacrifices you make here and there to find the time to be able to get out, to get your rides in. And a lot of times if I wanted to ride in the group ride with the guys, what that would mean for me is I would usually have to get out and ride for about another hour, before they got ready to ride. Like, so I'd go out sometimes, and it was about twice a week they did the big group rides. On the weekends, it was perfect because on the weekends, they're ready to go out and ride big 60, 70, 80 mile rides, which is where I make up for some of the stuff during the week. Maybe instead of hitting 45, 50 miles every single day during the week, maybe one of the days I hit 35, one of them I hit 40, so you got to make those times up. And then it was great during the weekends to get out with all of the guys and make up some of those, because it's easier when you have other people. You can draft off of each other, and the draft is real. It really saves you power and stuff like that. But you just, and also the camaraderie and everything as well. So it makes it a lot easier to go some of those miles and stuff. But a lot of it you have to go and do alone, and that's something when you're going out and doing pretty much anything. I don't care what it is you're doing. I don't care if you're starting a new fitness regimen. I don't care if you're starting a new diet. Whatever it is you're doing, maybe you're at work trying to get a promotion. You're gonna have to go out there and do that stuff all alone. There's not like you can have other people out there to help you, but you can't always rely on that. And that's the thing is stuff like this. I know that like half the days of the week, at least 3 days out of the week, there ain't gonna be nobody else out there to ride with me, going out there and doing some of the rides. And we're living where we live. There's still only so many roads, and it gets kind of mundane riding those same roads over and over. You gotta you ride the this loop this way, and then you ride it the reverse way, and then you go this way. Or you go like there's really a limited number of things that you can do, unless you're gonna travel to go to other places and do some of those rides. Which one of these days I would definitely like to do that. Just like do like a whole kind of tour, like maybe through California, maybe go to Colorado and just ride a whole bunch of different miles out there down some roads like that. So yeah, anyway, I guess the point being, guys, is there's a lot of times when you're going to have to do stuff all on your own. You got to be able to get yourself in that mindset, be able to persevere. And especially if it's something, maybe you're in training, maybe you're in training doing something. You always got to think that there's somebody out there working harder than you. That's not saying that you have to work harder. You got to work smarter, right? But you got to think about so many different things. But there's always somebody else out there pushing harder than you are, no matter how hard you're doing it. But that's not really all it's about. A lot of people go through the training. A lot of people go through these things, especially in competitions. A lot of people go through the exact same things. They have the same odds stacked against them. But that's not what truly separates them from everybody else. The winners from, I mean, the losers. But that's not saying that they're losers, right? But not everybody has what it takes to win it, to get up there on that podium. To win that race, to win that bake-off, to win that chili cook-off. Not everybody has what it takes, right? Anyway, guys, I don't know what we're talking about. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? We're talking about getting into the chats. We were talking about getting here into the live chats and seeing what everybody was talking about. That's what we were talking about. So let's get in here and see who all we've got here. We've got my man, Sheev the Wise. What is up, guys? Go check out Sheev the Wise, man. He's a good dude. I watch a lot of his videos. He does a lot of live streams as well. Over there, does some watch-alongs for like Star Wars, The Bad Batch, and everything. He was hosting the watch-alongs for the guys over at the Den Nerds. He was over there nerd binging in these streets. So go check him out. And he's got some great videos. Good dude. He's really starting to catch a rhythm, man. Go check out his stuff. He's starting to get a little more natural on camera. Very good stuff. I watch a lot of his videos. Live streams I haven't yet, and that's because like I like Star Wars and everything. But when it comes to the shows and everything, I'm like, yeah, I'm good for the movies. This whole thing was built in the movie universe as well, and I'm just not really into TV shows either. I haven't watched any of these Star Wars animated stuff, but if you need to know about it, go check out Sheev the Wise, man. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Nikki in the building. What is up? Oh, did Nikki become a channel member? When did this happen? What? I must have missed this. Nikki. Oh, hey, come on. What's going on here, man? Nikki. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. One of the immortal Myrtle Maniacs. I must have missed that. Greatly appreciated. We got Patricia in the house as well. Thank you so much for being here, Patricia. We got my man Two Gun Pedro. Pew pew. What is up? Christopher Barker says, is Trinity in the multiverse? Not yet. We're gonna go there. And it's gonna be madness. Yes. Yep. This is the Myrtle variant Trinity. See how he's got that kind of. Yeah. Wait till tonight. Oh man, Two Gun Pedro, he probably going to be 10 sheets to the wind to make it tonight, man. Yeah, that's what he said the other day too. Daniel Fisher, thank you so much for being here. Let's see. And Patricia, I got your message. I got your message as well. I got your message. That will be sent out soon. Christopher Barker says the Squadron Supreme is basically the Marvel Justice League. Freaking sweet omnibus. Yeah, yeah, it's great. I know I've seen another one out there, like I said, that was thicker, but like this is good enough for me to start off with. And it looks good there on the shelf with all those other ones. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. DC did it already, so I'm not blown away. In the woods filming Randonautica right now, says Reefer Man Reviews. My man. All right. Guys, go check out Reefer Man Reviews. You can see there. Check out his little badge. When you become a channel member, you get the little badges there, and check out his little badge. Look at that. Worldwide, baby. Look at him. Look at him. He's doing his random. Yeah, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look. You know, my man Mike Porter. If he's in the building, I know he's got that little. He's got the little World one too, man. Awesome, awesome thing. Guys, go check out Reefer Man as well. Go check him out as well. He's his channel link should be down in the description. His channel link should be down there in the description as well. Nikki says Disney World is better. We haven't been to Disney World though. But it's funny, Nikki, because everybody. I'll tell you the one thing that I've found is people from Southern California like Disneyland more, and people from over East Coast, I guess you could say Florida, like when they come here, they end up liking Disney World more. So I think it's one of those. I think it's one of those home like home field advantage kind of things. You know what I mean? Like you're there, you're used to it, you're used to the flow and everything. You know what I mean? It's like when I grew up with my mom's cooking, and when I eat something else that like my mom made growing up and somebody else makes and they call it this or they call it that or they just make it different. Like it's just different and it's not the same. Like it can be good too, it can be great, but it's not my mom's, right? It's not my mom's cooking. It's not my mom's cooking. But I hear you. I hear you. I work in secret. Myrtle knew. Oh, all right. All right. Myrtle got it, huh? We aren't going to Disneyland for viewing it, though. Yeah. Yeah. Will Morgan, my man. What is up? Obi-Juan the homie, a.k.a. Beskar Batman, my man. What is up? Can't wait till I go worldwide, baby. Yeah, it's coming, man. Been to both. Disneyland is smaller and older. Yeah. I know many LA people that prefer Disney World. No, you don't. No, you don't. Shh. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's not true. That's not true, Nikki. That's not true. That's not true. Hey, speaking of which, guys, you know what? I picked this up. I got this the lot. This book. It's on one of these bad idea books. I picked that up. You know what? At the LCS that we have here that gets them, I went ahead and had them. Had them just put all the bad idea books on there. Got the sleigh bells. Look, there's the tankers number 1 and 2. Got those as well. I've read through most of these. Got the ENIAC here as well. I think the only ones I haven't read are sleigh bells and tankers. I read the lot. I've read these ENIAC books. Oh, there's another one they have out too. I think Matt Kent is writing it also, called Whalesville. I haven't seen and read it yet either. Let's see. Critical drinker trashed Loki. I think there's definitely some things to criticize about it. Certainly. Certainly a lot of things to criticize about it. I don't think it's a terrible show. I mean, look, and that's kind of what maybe this is where we just need to start it, guys. Maybe this is where we need to start it. We need to get into it. What do you guys think about this multiverse? What do you think? Recently, Kevin Feige was in an interview talking about the multiverse and how they, were building it, and just everything kind of going on, right? And one of the things I was actually even seeing, my man Young Ripper 59, he did an early stream this morning, and he was on there talking, reading through this I think it was a Bounding Into Comics article that was probably talking about another article, and that's how it is. That's what a lot of people do these days. That's what a lot of these things, like, you go to, unless somebody gets an exclusive, you go to a lot of these sites and they basically just take a lot of the content and consume it and regurgitate it to however they see fit. And hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's content creation. It's what a lot of people do. You can take a look at like my man Josh over at the Den of Nerds, what he does over there. What he does over there in the tower. What do you think he does? What do you think he does? He takes all the information that's out there, takes a look at different things, breaks it down, dissects it. You know, he'll even show you the articles that he's going to and all that stuff. Dissects it and kind of regurgitates it how he thinks that he sees the things. Hey, that's what content creators do. But they were going through, and there was something that I was talking about a while back that I thought was very interesting. And it was something that they were talking about, like, but they apparently, and I don't know, however it was said in this article in particular, was that Kevin Feige had basically said when they don't really have everything written down and like a specific plan for what they're doing, because kind of things are always changing, and they got this multiverse stuff, and they got everybody working on their projects individually, and they kind of change stuff as they're kind of going along. They shift and change all of these different it could be, you know, lines, scenes, or whatnot. Maybe they add something in, maybe they take stuff out and change this or that, you know, little things there, but they try to still keep it all separate, which is a good thing, to keep all the projects separate. That's something I've talked about here on the channel plenty, is you go back and you look at like the Iron Man films, the Captain America films, the Thor films. They are all standalone films in and of themselves of each of these characters. How much of those are we going to get in the future of the MCU? That's what I want to know. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. How many individual films are we going to get anymore? How many just you know, Black Panther are we going to get? How many just like films, you know, like how many Captain Marvel movies are we going to get? How many Captain America movies are we going to get? Just like real solo type of films like that. But the thing is like a lot of these films work in and of themselves, and then a lot of times they have little things sprinkled in there that tie into the larger universe. Well, apparently one of the other things he was talking about was they don't exactly have a plan. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go, right? Here we go. Here we go with the Star Wars thing. George Lucas didn't have a plan. He just went along and he was just doing stuff. Oh my God. Then they went back. Anyway, the point being is, and how just kind of that's how it started off, was they never had a plan. And I get it, because that's something I've talked about here on the channel as well, where you get into like the first phase of Marvel movies, maybe even going into the second phase is when it started to somewhat change a little bit. But you go back to that first phase of MCU films, and every single one of them are like especially the first couple like Iron Man films, and then, you know, the Hulk, and then all these things are really, and that was what I was talking about before too, is even though they put some of the stuff in there to cross to build a universe, you know, like the Nick Fury thing at the end of Iron Man 1, part of that, even you get into Iron Man 2 and in the Hulk and all that stuff, is the fact that it was still all a dream. You know what I mean? It wasn't a reality. At that point, Kevin Feige didn't have the successes under his belt to know that he was going to get the next movie made. It was just, it was a dream. It was a dream, right? So the fact of like having a plan but not having a plan at the same time, you know what I mean? Knowing that like you're going to have to take it one movie at a time is very important. And I think that's what really worked for the MCU in that first couple of phases of films. Now you get into the third phase, things really started to change. It was really becoming real. But even through the second phase, it was still kind of like, is this really gonna last? Is this really gonna last? You know, I mean, it was still building those foundations, I feel. If you ask me. That's if you ask me. That's if you, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know. But I think that's a huge, I think that's a really big thing, is that it was all that. That's why when we talk about, like, take a look at like the Captain Marvel movie, and no, we're not getting into all that. We're not getting into all that. But you get into the Captain Marvel movie, and there's S.H.I.E.L.D. already, and they're calling themselves S.H.I.E.L.D., and, you know, and how Coulson in Iron Man, and I don't know, I've heard people talk about this silly stuff, and believe me, hey, we're nerds. We're nerds. All right? Fucking nerds, all right? So let's not act like we shouldn't be discussing this stuff. But now with the multiverse, everything's in the air. It doesn't matter, right? Anyway, point being, how Coulson said, we're the strategic homeland intervention. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, and she's like, oh man, that's a mouthful. You know, Pepper's like, oh, that's a mouthful. He's like, yeah, we're working on it. But then you see in like, you know, past, you know, like over 10 years ago, over 10 years ago, they actually had Shield, and they called themselves Shield, right? Look, Iron Man 1 was the beginning of the dream. Like, we didn't know there was going to be a sequel. We didn't know there was going to be... Look, we didn't know there was going to be 10 years later. We didn't know there was going to be 23 films. Kevin Feige certainly didn't. Did he have the dream and want to? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely wanted to. But you're still going from project to project going, oh, man, can we keep rubbing these two sticks together and making fire? Can we? There's a lot of that really goes on with it. But at some point, especially after the successes, you would think after phase 3 is when they would really start to want to make a bigger plan and plot things out a little bit more. And which I think they've probably done to some degree. And of course, there's always corporate stuff that enters and interferes and all of that. Like we could get into, you know, like I've seen people talking about this on social media and stuff about Ike Perlmutter and Kevin Feige and the wrestling match that they had going on in the early years, and how that's he's part of the reason because he's just a terrible guy. Ike Perlmutter, he don't like women and all this and stuff. Apparently, he likes little. No, we're not going there. But he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, and he didn't want Black Widow to have a movie. It was all his fault. It was all his fault. And it's probably believable. That's believable. I think that's very believable. I mean, people talk about, you know, women superhero movies. Are they gonna sell? I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, I think most people like women. Men like women, right? Women, they like women. You know, there's some camaraderie and stuff there. But I think everybody likes women, even if you're. Yeah, we don't need to chop that up. But the thing is Black Widow. I think definitely after thinking about stuff, should have been that phase 2. Damn it! It should have been right after Iron Man 2. Should have been right after Iron Man 2. Anyway. Point being is it all started off with these kind of dreams. They didn't know what was going from one project to the next, and now they get to the point where they start to have they're at the point now where they pretty much have access to all of the characters for the Marvel universe, which is great, right? That's great. But you also run into this problem where you kind of see right now with like the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and all these things. How are they going to bring them in? What are they going to do? Are they just going to retcon everything? How you can't just retcon everything. But then in comes the multiverse, and that's kind of what they do. And the multiverse is, and I can guarantee you, there's probably people here in the chats right now already talking about like, oh, the multiverse is so lazy, and it can be. It can be fun, believe me. And we'll get into that. And maybe I need to bring my man Chillmonger here onto the channel and talk a little bit about that as well. Because I know he feels the same way about multiverses, I believe, as my man Young Ripper 59 does as well, where he just don't like the multiverses and stuff like that. Now, I'll tell you, for me, I don't mind the multiverse and the multiversal stories and all that stuff. Cool. You want to do iterations of characters and stuff like that? Cool. Great. Do all that. Fine. Great. You want to do other worlds and all that? Great. Fine. Do it. Cool. And I'm cool with the stories. I'm cool with the, you know, it being this separate little thing. But you know what? Maybe it could just stay separate. Right? Maybe it could just stay separate. Now, seeing what we've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far and what we kind of learned here in this episode ending of Loki, no matter how you feel about it, is what is it really opening up here? You know, what is it really opening up here? Because it started making me think, and I know everybody's having this debate online right now about the multiverse, what it means, timelines, and stuff like that, right? We're pretty much what we've seen there at the very end of Loki is like, think about this. Think about this. In Avengers Endgame, they traveled through time, right? And maybe they actually did. Maybe it wasn't a different reality. Maybe they actually traveled through time to that earlier time. It wasn't somehow different. Very possible. Maybe it wasn't like some other parallel universe to it. Some other version of them. Maybe it was actually just, maybe they actually just jumped back in time and did all they explained theoretically, where the time flow is going. That time is they can go and do whatever they need to do. As long as they don't intervene in events that are happening, everything's gonna stay the same, right? They don't create a branch, which they kind of got into in the Loki series. Now, the thing is if you do got a branch, it's just a branch. It's just where something else is going different. This goes this way, creating this branch, and then, right? What happens to that? Well, that would still say the same if they, for their future that they come from, not this branching future, right? Like I said, we could go through all that, but that was the thing is they're talking about, remember in this last episode, they were talking about the stacked multiverses and all that stuff. Now, here's the thing is throughout a lot of these, and this has where like kind of Wanda comes in with all the Nexus beings and all that stuff, is you have all these different multiverses and stuff like that. Now, you can have, and that was the thing, is they were talking about the sacred timeline, right? They were talking about the sacred timeline in the Loki series. And that's not to say that this is just the sacred timeline, how things all have to happen here, right? You could have these different branching like realities of this same timeline, basically, contained within this, but then you jump into an actual different multiverse where things could be different, which is kind of where I feel they went at the end of the Loki series, where the TVA had all this that they were worried about, this multiverse and all these different timelines that are all these characters essentially based in this same manner. This same version of all these characters kind of exist throughout here. They're all kind of essentially the same. Where then you get into the different multiverses, you actually jump into a different one. That's when you have the different versions of these characters and things like that, the different versions. So, but and I think there's something to that. So while there can be different timelines and also the different multiverses, and I think that's kind of what they're breaking down here. And I could completely be wrong. Now, I know we could sit here and argue about, oh, well, in the comics they explain this and that, and we know, guys, and don't even try to make that argument, because we know we could sit here and break all kinds of stuff down. That what they do with the comics is they just pretty much take it like, oh, hey, cool, and toss it right out the window, and they go and do their own thing. You can debate on whatever you want to about that, whether you think that's a good thing, whether a bad thing, down in the comments below. Not really here to discuss that, because ultimately, what they do here in the Loki series, if everything here is as they say, you know, all these different multiverses and all this stuff, that means that all of our characters out there actually exist. Our real Captain Marvel actually exists. Our real Taskmaster actually exists. Our real Peter Parker actually exists. Not Peter Starker, but Peter Parker. Yes. And maybe, and here's one of the, because this is something I was talking about the other day too, is like, look, we all know that, you know, Jonathan Majors, Kang, Nathaniel Richards, obviously, like, look, he's a black man. So what does that mean about the Fantastic Four? If he's a descendant of the Richards, right? You know what that means. That means the Fantastic Four are probably going to be black people in the MCU as opposed to white people. And I'm just saying. It just seems that way, because I mean, look, you don't get to do that black by having a whole bunch of white people mixed in your bloodline, all right? You know it as well as I know it. But that's kind of what that means. But that don't mean that there's not the actual 616 version of all of these characters out there, right? Because what we're dealing with in the MCU would be their main continuity of stuff. And they could actually take, and when the multiverses start breaking, that's when everything else comes in. And that is where I kind of feel like some of this stuff is headed, because we've seen Quicksilver from the Fox universe there in WandaVision. We're going to probably see other different things like that. So it kind of lets them bring everything in and say, you can take all that stuff, and it doesn't have to be too confusing. While it's still going to be confusing to some, it can bring all that kind of stuff and be like, all this kind of stuff exists, and we can have these actors come in and do this stuff. But it also lets us use other actors to do other things. Like Chris Evans could come back and play the Human Torch, as well as Captain America, as well as that. You know, it does all of those different things. Now, that can be a good thing. Absolutely, it could actually help. You know what? Honestly, it could actually help explain stuff in the MCU if they wanted to bring back and pay homage to all these characters and kind of bring back that old school to all of them. Be like, well, this is actually how it all is, and all of these things that you've seen so far are different things that have happened throughout time, while still kind of these characters and these stories. But this is the actual sacred timeline, right? Hey, I'm just saying. Believe me, I have no hopes or anything like that they're ever gonna do anything like that. That we're ever gonna get the real Tony Masters. But this really ultimately just proves that he exists out there. And this ultimately kind of proves that they want to use all that old school stuff. They want to give that classic stuff, but will they? Will they? Or is it just all going to be a bunch of teases? No. I don't know. Like I said, I don't mind multiverse, but I think multiverse stuff should be separate. And I think, even as much as they've done stuff in the MCU different, it would be nice for them to at least stay consistent in their timeline of what they're doing, keep the events all one thing, and not do all this crazy multiverse stuff and blah 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 blah. Because at that point, it makes you question every single thing that comes out, every single show. What multiverse is this in? What one is this in? What one is this in? What one is this in? Right? And like I said, while it can be fun, it can also be pretty ridiculous and kind of obnoxious if you think about it. But I don't know. That's just me. Let's get into the chats. See what you all are saying. Let's see what you all are saying. Because I know everybody has different feelings about the multiverses and things like that. So, yeah, but I didn't see the Critical Drinkers video. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'll have to go check that out. Christopher Mark says bounding into comics is garbage. Look, man, I'll tell you this one thing. For me, I think most of these things are garbage. A lot of those things are garbage. Unless it's if it's like I said, an exclusive with so and so, the exclusive. Everything else is just clickbait. And clickbait can be good, it can be bad, but everything else, because basically I read this article on Deadline, and here's what they say, and you know what this means. You know what I mean? That's what everybody else does. You know what I mean? The Deadline got the exclusive. They put out the interview, and maybe they even put it out with however they feel about it. We won't get into some of that stuff. But like the interview becomes an op-ed piece. Anyway, but. The point being is that's kind of what everybody does. They see the exclusive, see what the quotes, what everybody says, the main interview, and then everybody goes out there and talks about oh, hey, this is so and so. They either happy or they're happy, heck yay. It's one of those two. It's one of those two. And to me, I say it's all cool. Find one you like. Everybody's gonna find one they like, one they hate, and they're probably gonna follow both. And go to both to find what they want and what they don't want out of these articles from people's kind of point of views. But if you ask me, they're all garbage. They're all garbage. I don't care if you're talking about the CBRs. I don't care if you're talking about the that's. It's all garbage, man. I really don't care. I really don't care. Now, like I said, track down the source, like the actual source. Most of the people bounding into comics probably got that article from from Deadline, exclusive from Deadline, and it was probably an exclusive from Forbes, or it was probably an exclusive from the Disney Insider, whatever. And that doesn't mean just because a place gets exclusives doesn't legitimize them more or anything like that. It just means they got an exclusive. They were the first ones to get the story and talk about it. Or this particular interview, that's really all it is. And then but that's the important thing, is getting down to that what was actually said without the op-ed shit in there. Most people just put their op-ed shit in there, right? And that's what ultimately all these other things are, right? And they're trying to get the clicks and views, and that's the name of the game. That's ultimately the name of the game. I'm not going to hate anybody on there for doing whatever they gotta do to get their clicks and views. But I mean, for you, the person out there reading it, it absolutely matters. You either look at them and say, hey, they're cool, or they suck, and that's good. That's good. Like I said, I don't read and go to most of those sites anyway. I'll hear other people talk about it. I'm like, it is what it is. Oh man, Kendall, my man, what is up? Kendall Davis. Guys, make sure you go check out Normies to Nerds. There should be a link for his channel down in the description as well. Justin Simone, what is up, my man? Kendall Davis says, Shang-Chi is like that. Is like what? Oh, man, what I missed? It's like what? See, I've been flapping my gums too long. Food Drinkers got a great vid on villains of Marvel. So taking. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've watched a few of his videos, and yeah, there's a few of them that are pretty good. It comes up with some good points. Right. With Sword? Well, I mean, yeah, they did. You're right, they did. Yeah. Because they made it like, oh, we've been a thing. What are you talking about? Yeah. Good point. I'm not watching any more of the Bad Batch Trinity. Why? It's so boring. I'm keeping Disney Plus for the MCU stuff. Hey, I can hear that. I can do that. I haven't watched. I just like I don't watch like the I don't watch a whole lot of TV shows. Like even this Marvel stuff. Like I'm watching it just because I love the MCU and all that kinds of stuff. And I'm watching all that stuff. Like but like believe me, like a lot of TV shows, I just don't really like a lot of TV shows. They have these formatted a little bit different than a regular TV show, but they're still kind of following that format, which I didn't mind the WandaVision one, especially because that, like, what they did with those first few episodes is like, yeah, that whole sitcom format. Like, to me, that works with TV. 30 minutes of Seinfeld on there being silly, doing stupid shit. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Let's do it. Iron Man 1, Jon Favreau, creator of the MCU. Yep. So fine women out there. Yeah. Landon says Loki is an A-. Yeah. I don't know. I might give it an A. Let's see. Not them. The DCU was done right. They'd be doing the same thing. Justice League versus the Crime Syndicate. Not that I'm hating DCU. Right. That like stuff is purely political. What are you talking about? She says, "Oh, nice, but you like that? Yeah, we're talking about the multiverse, and it's cracking right now. We're gonna see how it's going. Yeah. I don't think Obi-Wan Rodz gets enough credit either. You know, I don't know. Should we really give him credit? Like, I don't know. He's kind of been in the way of some progress." He's been in the way of some progress too. That's funny. Okay, Jamie Franklin, thank you so much for being here. Says, what's good? Yes, let the multiverse combo begin. Yeah. Sacred Timeline or the Sacred Jedi Texts. Right. If they actually use the multimeter for laying and character into and continuity, that's fine. But if they keep going to the like bad Marvel jokes, it's gonna get yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I see where you're coming from there, Justin. Certainly, Jesus, the MCU is gonna have to release watch along guides to explain this shit. Well, that's what we're for. That's what content creators are for. But yeah, you're right. Nobody's gonna gonna lose interest the more convoluted this gets. Yeah, maybe, and maybe not. It depends. But yeah, multiverse king. Oh, okay, yeah. Peter Starker. Yeah, it's Peter Starker, man. Peter Starker. A lot of interracial relationships can go in between the 20. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Kendall, but I mean, I don't know. I suppose you're right. I'll talk about you. No, I haven't. No. Oh wait. You're talking about the what if story going on right now, right? Yeah. It would be cool to see the heroes reborn comic story and characters show up in the MCU. I haven't read Heroes Reborn. I haven't been reading a lot of the modern Marvel books. I've been going back and reading a lot of the old school stuff lately. And the comics doesn't matter anymore, unfortunately. Again, Use Multiverse wants to combine all Marvel properties into one universe, but I feel like they will overuse it. Black Widow could have been way better just by cutting the joke shit out. Yeah, well, I mean, unfortunately, like I was saying, I think the biggest aside from Taskmaster, we all know, aside from Taskmaster, I think its biggest downfall is the fact that it's just like an action movie. It's just like a good action movie. You could take like the Black Widow part out, and it's a good action movie. It's actually a pretty good action movie. You know what I mean? You can take the Black Widow part, and that's the thing is like the movie doesn't necessarily feel like a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie in the sense that it feels like it's tied into a whole like you just got the characters there with the names. It doesn't really have that Marvel feel and that Marvel pull to it. And I think that's his biggest downfall. But it works as a good action movie. Like if you just wanted a good action movie, just like hey, like grab some popcorn and watch a good action movie. Like hey, this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be fun. Like you got there, minus the lame joke. I mean, if you took all those lame jokes out, you would have the MCU. I guess that's the MCU feel, right? Those lame jokes they had in there. If you take the MCU part, that part of it that they put in there, out of it, it's just a pretty decent action film. And I think that's his biggest downfall. Certified Gumbo, what is up, my man? How are you doing? Hope all is well. Guys, make sure you go check out Certified Gumbo as well. Go check out Coop and the Gang. Yeah. Titan Season 3 trailer. Titans, what about it? You saying Titans, like I don't really watch, I definitely haven't watched any of the DC Warner Brothers or what CW stuff. I don't care. Just like that, like I said, I'm not really into the TV shows. That Netflix Marvel garbage, I guess I just said what it is right there, garbage. Don't care about it. Wasted enough time on it. I'm definitely not wasting my time with bullshit like Titans and what's that other shit they do? Runaways, like Marvel does the Runaways. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Especially because like some of those things I don't really care about in the first place. It's like not where my in like even in any of the comic stuff, it's not stuff I'm interested in. But like again, TV shows and don't care enough about it. Pre-Disney MCU shows probably exist now in the multiverse. They certainly could. I wouldn't doubt it. Marvel Studios will need to release this stuff physical. They hate us collectively. Yeah, I know they do, and they're probably not going to. A lot of stuff they're probably not going to. The TV shows and everything. I doubt they're going to do that. You're gonna have to screen capture it and burn it on a disc yourself to have to watch. Yeah, the computers still have. I don't know, man. I don't know. Black Widow is definitely a popcorn movie. It feels like an afterthought in the MCU, though. Yeah, it does. And it's just because it was too late. Like, and before I was saying I used to say that I thought the perfect place for it might have been like maybe after Ultron, maybe right after Civil War, somewhere right in there. But ultimately, somebody came in, and I kind of got convinced, especially after watching the movie, that the ultimate time would have been right after Iron Man 2. Right after Iron Man 2, man. Would have been the perfect time. Especially because she's a ground level character and you get a ground level story out of it that could have matched right up in there with the Captain America Winter Soldier. It could have matched right in there with it and it fit. And it could have had that. It could have been what this was. And it would have been more exciting and felt like what it needed to at the time it needed to. Will Morgan, my man, says felt a lot like Winter Soldier to me, but I like the lame jokes and all. I remember thinking this was a good competitor for F9 as far as action goes. Yeah. I haven't watched F9, Fast 9. I haven't watched it. Probably not going to. They lost me back at like maybe it was 5 or 6. Maybe it was Fast 5. Maybe it was 6. I don't know. Whatever they called it. I don't know. But yeah, it kind of had that. It kind of had that. I didn't mind all the lame jokes and all that stuff neither. I did like a lot of the bonding and some of the stuff that happened in there. I mean, like I said, it wasn't terrible. It's just like, I mean, it was a typical like Marvel. Like the thing is, they used to be better. Like go look at the first couple Iron Man movies, but those weren't those weren't Disneyfied yet. But yeah, different story altogether, I guess. So Netflix Daredevil is trash. I said what I said. I said what I said. Starting a war there. No, I'm not. I'll tell you. Look, I said what I said, and I'll tell you the best of the stuff that they had on there was Jessica Jones season 1. Daredevil season 2 might come, maybe number 3 in that stuff. Maybe number 3. Maybe number 3. Maybe number 3. I thought Luke Cage season 1 was okay-ish. It was okay-ish. But yeah. Daredevil. But I think Daredevil season 2, it was okay. It was okay. Fist from S.H.I.E.L.D. explained how the multiverse worked years ago, but you would have to be a fan of the MCU to know that. Absolutely. I'm still kind of the opinion that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon. I'm of that opinion. Yeah, absolutely. It's been a while since I watched it, and I think I didn't watch the last season of it, and I always liked the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm one of those guys. I liked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. I'm that guy. I liked it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good. Oh man. Then again, maybe Netflix Daredevil praise was premature. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not terrible. I mean, it was decent. It was a decent production and everything. I'm just not really like. Again, it's just for the most part, it's because I'm not into the TV shows. It's like they killed Black Widow in Endgame and said, "Wait, did we not make a Black Widow movie? Oops. Yeah, right. Yeah, like, oh, we gotta carry this character on, but dang, how do we do it? She's dead. Yeah." Nikki, uh-oh. What? Yeah. Pew was hands down the best part of the movie. I think Florence Pugh did a good job. I think she did a good job. I think just like so much stuff, so many things were underutilized. Like, seriously, what's his name? Playing Dreykov. Dude, he's freaking great, man. Like he's in he's in it for a few minutes there at the end, but like, dude, so underutilized. Like they might as well not even had him in the movie. You know what I mean? They might as well not even had him in the movie. Yeah. Daredevil and Punisher the best. Oh, Punisher! Oh my God! No. I don't know, man. I didn't like. I watched. Like, I really had to choke down season 1 of Punisher. I'm just like, oh no, what is this? I feel like what they did with Punisher is what they did with Loki in the MCU. You know, like how they did Loki in the MCU, how they took him and they said, "Come here, Loki, get on the couch, get." Oh, whoops. Yeah, I feel like they did the same. I feel like they did the same thing to Frank Castle Punisher as they did the Loki in the MCU. They cucked him. No, really, they're like, I don't know. Like, to me, like, I don't know, man. I like Thomas Jane Punisher, damn it. I really like, although, believe me, I watched it a while back, not too long ago, and believe me, there is some absolutely cheesy stuff in there, all right? But I really liked Thomas Jane Punisher. And you know what? I need to buy that. I just need to buy that shit. I need to watch Punisher Warzone. Haven't watched it. I know. Feel free to boo me down in the comments. All right? Feel free to. It's okay. I'm unsubbing. Oh, man. Dang. I'm sorry. Well, I'm taking your wrench then. Shit. Aggressively relaxing says everything is canon. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Getting all dramatic. Yeah. Agents of Shield last season is on Netflix. Yeah, I need to watch it. Agents of Shield pretty good, not the best. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Dramatic triggered. Yeah. Yeah. He's all triggered now. That's funny. Iron Fist season 1 was brilliant, says aggressively relaxing. They use the animal styles and the Goku runs a company stuff. There is an episode. You people are nuts. I literally am. I like everybody knows that. I feel like is that a little better? Yeah, that's maybe a little bit better there. It's a little bit better there. I felt like I was kind of compensating. Like I felt like I was using brown face there. I'm part brown. I'm mostly brown, but I was darkening a little bit there. Oh man, I hear Trinity Space Jam is getting trashed. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Is it what's it on? What's it on right? Is it on HBO Max? If it's on HBO Max, check it out. Is it on Peacock? I'll have to check it out on the cock. Chillmonger, my man. Guys, go check out Chillmonger, man. Chillmonger's a great dude. Very good friend of the channel. You know, as a matter of fact, Chillmonger, while you're here, I need you to, we need to get together. I was mentioning you earlier. We need to get together, have a multiverse talk. Guys, go check out Chillmonger channel. I just dropped the link down there in the chats. Make sure you go check him out, man. Good stuff. Okay, where we go? Space Jam is one you gotta see for yourself. Too many LeBron haters to take anything serious. Yeah. First I gotta probably go back and watch the old school one again. Speaking of, I've got some of the original. There's a conspiracy out there about Lola Bunny. There's a conspiracy out there. They took her boobies a long time ago. I've got proof, damn it. Will Morgan says, when I say motherfucking, you say Trinity. Motherfucking. Oh, dude, you got me deep. Dude, you probably just got me. I'm probably not going to be able to get any revenue for this now, man. Fucking Will Morgan, man. Motherfucking Will Morgan. Christopher Barker says, Trinity's reactions watching Punisher on Netflix would be a riot. Grab the popcorn. Yeah. Seeing Punisher go, oh, you hurt my feelings. I don't like you. Yeah. Huh. You want? Huh. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Punisher's all about guns. Yeah. I prefer Punisher Warzone over Punisher. Says Gotcha the Wolf. All right. I gotta check it out. I've heard it was good, man. Captain Pennsylvania, I think I might be there with you. I don't know that I finished it. I'm not even sure that I finished season 1 of The Punisher neither. Oh man. Nikki says, don't you dare. Oh my god. Agent Carter, yeah. Love Agent Carter. Counselor Reed versus Counselor Kang. That would be great, man. That would be some good stuff. We got to see it. We got to get it. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? You know what? I'm basic, man. You know what? I'm basic as hell. You know what? You give me a good what is it? Vanilla. You give me a good vanilla bean. I love a good vanilla bean, man. Yeah, I love a good vanilla bean, man. I'm basic. I'm about as basic bitch as they come when it comes to ice cream, man. Vanilla bean. But and the thing is, because you can do so much with it. You can do so much with the vanilla. You can just add stuff to it. You can do, whatever. Anyway, point being, yeah, I said what I said. Okay, I enjoyed Agent Carter as well. Yeah, absolutely. Haley Atwell is a treasure. She's a national treasure. Not an American one, but I mean, yeah, Haley Atwell. You gotta love her, man. She's beautiful too. She's great. She's a good actress or actor. She's a good actor. Way better than Thomas, whatever. Dude, Justin Simone. out of here. Get him. Whoever. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta watch it though. I've heard it was good. After seeing New York Times, after seeing the New York Times professional film reviewer say Space Jam was not a good film, I've changed my mind on watching it because I'm a clown. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny, dude. That's funny. Let me see. Do we have one of these for you?
Bermuda, baby.
No, yeah. Yeah. I think to be that you might be a
child.
yeah, maybe so. That's funny. Oh, Daniel Fisher, what'd you say? You trying to offend me? You retracted your message, you son of... I'm just kidding. We need a whiteboard with an old wooden ship. Yes. We need to change the name of all of Star-Lord's ships. We need to change the name of Star-Lord's ships from being the Benatar to... I don't know. Dang it. I'll watch Space Jam now because why not? I watched the original one. Yeah, when I was a kid. Yeah, me too. Well, I wasn't a kid, but I mean, I was close enough, I guess. Teenager. Was I? I don't know. I might. Yeah, I can't remember. Counselor Reeds would put the Kings in time out. Yeah, I almost choked myself when he made that comment. Oh man. Be careful, because that's no joke, man. That's no joke about choking on your salad. Like, that's not even funny. If there's anybody out there laughing about that, that's not funny. I'm just saying it's not funny. I've done it. It's not funny, especially like say like that piece of lettuce or the piece of spinach gets stuck in the back of your throat, going down the wrong tube, and you say that. It's not funny. Plus, salads are dangerous, especially if you're sitting there eating a salad with a metal fork, because if you're sitting there crunching through all that goodness and you're enjoying your salad so much and you crunch down on the fork, man, I've had it happen a couple times. You know, you crunch down, you're like, oh! Yeah, careful, bro. Careful. I have no clue how the MCU will pull off Punisher. I prefer they don't. I mean, they're going to have Frank Castle crack a joke every time he caps someone. He's not going to cap anybody. That's the thing. He's not going to cap anybody. You think they're gonna have Frank Castle going around like shooting gunning a bunch of people down? I don't see it. They're gonna have to do like he did in that show. I don't like you. Anyway, I like chocolate ice cream. All right, I was gonna say that's pretty. Chocolate ice cream. That's pretty basic too. But yeah, Frank Castle, yeah, funny. But my favorite Spider-Man ice cream, those were good. Oh, okay. So I wanted a fanfic where DC and Marvel were in the same universe. Chaos ensued. Oh yeah, absolutely. A child. Haley Atwell can't be a national treasure. She's English. Dang it. Why are you bringing up technicalities? Chillmonger? Well, I mean, she's not a national treasure of our nation. Like, not our nation. Not our one nation, indivisible. Wait, is that? I don't know. I think it's pretty divisible. Not our one nation, indivisible, under God, with liberty and justice for all. No, Haley is a treasure. Yeah, she absolutely is. Yeah. Yeah. I never cared about Peggy. You never cared about Peggy, Nikki? How dare you? I need to get that one too. But yeah. I still haven't got the stop it one yet. But yeah. She's awesome. I love Haley Atwell. She's great. Comic Burrito, my man, what is up? Guys, make sure you guys go check out the Comic Burrito as well. Make sure you go check them out as well. Some good dudes talking about some comic books. Being comic book nerds. They're freaking comic nerds. Yeah, go check them out, guys. Good stuff. The three of them, the trio, get together. Occasionally they'll kick one of the guys out. They'll be like, hey, you know what, Nick? You're out of here. We're gonna bring in Chris. Chris is now part of the burrito. Chris loves his burrito. Wait. Yeah, I meant it that way. Jokes in the MCU, most of them are bad. Well, not if you get into like Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2. You know what? Tony Stark might be a sham, but he definitely had some hard-hitting jokes in his first couple movies. Right? Right? Oh, I forget the over-sexualized Black Widow. Oh. Scarlett Johansson apologizing for being hot. Pepper Potts apologizing. I don't see Pepper Potts apologizing. I don't see Pepper Potts apologizing. I don't see, what's her name? Angie Everhart. Isn't that what her name was? Angie? No, I'm thinking of, I can't remember. Christine Everhart. From WHIH News. I don't see her apologizing. Gotta roll. All right, man. Take it easy. Take it easy, Coop. Have a good one, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Patricia with the link dropping. Thank you so much, Patricia. Yeah. Mr. and Chris is part of the burrito. Yeah, Chris is pretty good, dude, man. I need to, I need to get Chris and bring him on for some more like me, Chris, and Dylan used to get together for the like comic books and do a comic book show on Saturdays. I need to get back with Chris and see what's up. I haven't heard from Dylan. Is Dylan still alive? I'm kidding. I know. I see Dylan doing his horror show with on Saturdays with Robbie from PCP all the time. I see him doing those all the time, man. Yeah. Tyler the Kid, yo. What is up? Yeah. Tony Stark been watching Braveheart. Yeah. Oh man, you guys are cracking me up now. Why is Pepper Potts gonna apologize for it? She ain't got anything to see. Oh, dang. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. But there's just something about her. There's just something about her. Yeah. There's always just something about Gwyneth Paltrow I just always liked. I mean, I know she kind of went off the deep end with the little candle stuff and all of that. Like, yeah. But you know what's funny is like, dude, like, bro, like, seriously, like, her mother, like, Blythe Danner, dude, like, her mom, like, remember, like, she's on Meet the Parents? I'm like, hey, man, like, she got some good genes, because her mom, even, like, Meet the Parents, I'm like, hey, I'm just saying, I know. It's all good. I know. It's okay. Judge me. Give a shit. Look, I don't even give a shit, and we're not even on Friday. It's not even the Trailer Park Live yet. Wait till tonight, baby. Woo! Man, we're going to have some fun tonight, guys. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to have some fun tonight. Except for Johnny. So, yeah, okay, I didn't even see that, but yeah, you said it, yeah. I'll be right back. All right. Ew, if you end the stream, then peace. All right. Shit, turns up the speed on comments. I know. I'm almost there. I'm like right there. Yep, Cap 1-2 where Hydra agents get propellered. Yeah. Yeah. Get propellered. I like that. Wish MCU didn't get Disney-fied. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot that really goes into that. Like, that's a whole discussion in itself. Knowing like all like nerd culture has been, yeah, I mean, I can't say it's been like hijacked, you know, like because all the shit that we grew up liking and enjoying, it's still all there. But you see, they've started to change things and all stuff. Like even in the comic books and in the movies, it's different. It's a different universe. I know. I get it. I'm accepting of that, but at the same time, I mean, can we not all just agree that if they did all of the stories the same essentially here in the MCU that they did in the comic books, they could still do it all the exact same, and people would love it. Would love it. Yeah, I know. Patricia's laughing. Yeah, he is. I know. This very rarely happens. You're here on a very rare occasion. Tyler the Kid, I don't know how much you've ever really been lurking here in the background on a lot of these streams, but you obviously been hanging out enough to know that being caught up on the chat is, I wouldn't say it's a rarity, but yeah. And yeah, I'm looking at the chat right here. See, like, it's right, like, I'm looking. I'm literally looking at it. Y'all just mad y'all ain't making money off vagina candles. Believe me, I've thought about putting... You know what I seen? Where was I seen that? I can't remember where I seen. They had chocolate buttholes. Chocolate buttholes that you could buy. Like instead of like chocolate hearts and shit like that, they had chocolate buttholes. And I'm like, all you gotta do is put peanuts in that shit. Oh, dang. See what I did there? It was like, oh, I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, fucking aggressively. You killing me. Paul Troy is literally the embodiment of California hippie dippy nonsense. Yeah. That's true. That's true. I can tell Trinity is getting a prime for Friday night. Oh, yeah, Obi-Wan, man. I'm telling you. We certainly are, man. The fact that people buy anything from her makes me happy that I have a backup life plan. Sell shit that doesn't work to hipsters and idiots. Oh man, yeah. Back from filming, too hot. Yeah. All right. That glad we get it, but if they did OG stories, no one would know the difference between the no better. Yeah. Disneyfied Marvel formula. Things a person says when they are failing to articulate a criticism. Yeah, nah. I mean, admittedly, it has been Disneyfied where they've done the thing where they're like I said, those kind of those kind of jokes, and Tony being such a narcissist and everything in the MCU. They changed that up once Disney got a hold of it. They did that. They kind of do that, make it more family friendly kind of stuff. They do that. They do it, and like I said. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think there's a point too, like where as a parent, obviously they got rating systems and stuff out there, but as a parent, you got to say like, oh, I'm okay with letting my kids watch this, or okay, I don't want my kids watching this. And they're trying to hit more audiences. Obviously, they want to get younger audiences and all that stuff. So I mean, I get the reasons why. It's like it's not always terrible. It's not bad. But I mean, to say that the MCU or Disney couldn't do a rated R film within the MCU. I think is limiting, and the fact is they don't want to do that, and I get why, but I still think they could do it, and it'd be just fine. You just tell your kids like, hey kids, like this movie came out, but I'm sorry you can't watch this one because it's rated R, or you could say, you could earmuff some, or maybe you could raise your kids kind of like my parents did me and say, hey, this is all fake, it's not real. Yeah, because even like when you got like Punisher capping people up, you don't have to get into all that graphic violence and showing all the bullets hitting them. You don't have to show all that. You could literally just have him kind of like shooting, and you could show a body dropping to the ground. Maybe it's got blood on it. It doesn't have to be grotesque or anything like that. But you could show stuff like that. You could do like those Quentin Tarantino kind of things, that some of that simulated violence. To the point where like there's all that stuff, but simple fact is they don't want to do that. You're not gonna get like, but then again, I don't know. They kind of did push it with these. They did kind of push it with like Falcon and Winter Soldier with some of the violence and stuff. Because I would like to say like you're not gonna get a bunch of like people getting gunned down by the Punisher in the MCU, or let alone on the Disney Plus show. But then again, we did sit there. And not exactly. They did that Quentin Tarantino thing with that simulated violence. We did watch John Walker literally beat down and kill somebody with that shield in Disney Plus. And and I'll be honest with you, I gotta admit, a lot of things are kind of Disneyfied with some of the stuff. But seeing that, it was still pretty brutal. Like, I was sitting there watching, I was like, damn, man, like, all right. I see they're still willing to push the envelope, and I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm not angry about any of this shit. Like I said, there's you take some good with some bad. You take some good with some bad. Absolutely. Okay. Cause for celebration. Give away another comic. What? What do you mean? For what? What celebration? There's a celebration? What are we celebrating? What? Wait, which one? What? We can go for a bike ride tonight and hopefully tomorrow. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Just do it. Just find a little bit of time to go do it. A little bit of time to go do it. Absolutely. There's no way you are caught up on top. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I do have another copy of 2 stories to give away as well, guys. So we've got several different things that we're gonna have. So make sure you are here. Make sure that you guys are here collecting your Myrtle bit. Get it. Check your Myrtle bit. You know what? You know what I want to know? What I want to know? I want to know who's in our top 10 Myrtle bit. Who's in our top 10? Who's in our top 10 Myrtle bit? But yeah, make sure you get out and go get a ride in, man. Even if you're just fitting in 10 minutes. Yeah. Can I get you to yell at me so I can make that happen? Absolutely. You know what? Look. Just do it. Just look. Just do it. Was that good enough? Was that good enough? You know, just because there are no signs that say no trespassing don't mean that you are not trespassing. Oh no! Oh dang! Oh no, Reaper! Oh no! Dang, Reaper! Yeah, gotta be careful, Reaper. I hear you, man. Yeah. Oh man, life lesson, Reaper. Yeah, absolutely. He says, I also learned that my much faster runner than I thought. Yeah. Kids grew up playing Mortal Kombat. Yeah, absolutely. So did I. Yeah. How the heck will they do Blade? Oh yeah, Blazer. And of course you know my fitness consigliere, Michelle. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, how are they going to do Blade? That's going to be interesting. He's going. Yeah, I'm not even. No, I almost went. Yeah, I was almost being bad there. I was almost gonna say something. Look all the time. Just messaging you with all my OBS stuff right now. Getting ready for later. Oh, all right. Nice. Hell yeah. OBS, man. Messing with that sometimes it can be a real task. But once you get stuff done, it pays off. Once you get it done, everything's doing. Black Angus reviews, my man. Guys, make sure you go check out Black Angus as well. Says, loved Loki beginning to end. What, this episode or the whole season? I thought the season was all right. It wasn't bad. Yeah, it was pretty good. So, celebrating you being caught up on the chat. We're doing a giveaway for me being caught up on the chat for once. Okay, let's see. Top 10 points. We got Lord Veedo at 3375. RC Scott at 1525. Lucas Texvenger at 1172. Mike the King Porter at 1145. You know what? Like, this is probably like one of the first times that Mike Porter isn't on the top. Nikki at 1105. Patricia with 1075. Jason Polyhedra Paradise at 980. Dang. Strange Marvel Theories. Aaron at 945. Oh man. Dixie, where you been? You still out there lurking, aren't you son of a? Aggressively relaxing at 775. Nice. All right. Oh man. That is a good question though. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm clipping that. Oh no. What are we clipping? Just yeah. Yeah. That's good. Oh man, that's good. They make it like Twilight. Aggressively Relaxing says the R-rated film would be great. Any criticism of Marvel films, sterilization always comes with exception to the rules. So it ends up not being a criticism at all, but is still continuity made. I got way more Myrtle bit than that. This is an outrage, a scandal. No one look at the top 10. Oh. Entropy in Comics, my man, what is up? How are you doing? Guys, go check out Entropy in Comics. Very good dude. Kev, right? Yeah, Kevin and Kai. Yeah, Kevin. Go check him out. Saw him on Instagram. He was at Collector's Paradise. I was down in Collector's Paradise yesterday. The one on Winnetka. He was down in North Hollywood the other day. Saw David Boer. He was there for the signing with David Boer. Like I said, those books that we're giving away, guys. Those books they're giving away. He gave me a good way to segue. into the giveaways that we're doing here on the channel for Power Rangers Unlimited, signed by the man Frank Gogol himself, as well as that signed trade paperback of Dead End Kids. Right? All of these, the tickets to get entered into these giveaways are probably going to be at least 1,000 Myrtle bit, guys. So make sure you're here collecting your Myrtle bit. Get your Myrtle bit. Save it up for the things you want. And I know, man, Entropy and Comics there. I know he loves his Frank Gogol. I know he loves his Frank Gogol stuff. I know he does. And I know he's got all this stuff signed too. I know he's got all this shit signed by Frank Gogol as well. And then even that right there, yeah. Doing those giveaways. Also, like I said, we've got a new copy right here. Where's it at? There we go. We've got this one in. This new copy of 2 stories written by Zarek Award-winning cartoonist Joshua Kimball. An absolutely great book. Two Stories is a memoir about faith and mental illness by Zarek Award-winning cartoonist Joshua Kimball. Josh thought he was living the artist's dream. The young, ambitious comic book creator had a hip Portland apartment, an affectionate fiance, and his whole life ahead of him, until the night he finds himself on Burnside Bridge, willing himself to jump. How did he get here? 2 Stories is a confessional graphic memoir that grapples with questions of faith, mental illness, depravity, and ultimately redemption in a fallen world. An absolutely great book. I am happy to be giving another copy of this away. An absolutely great book. You got to check it out. Get your Myrtle bit, ladies and gentlemen. Get your Myrtle bit. We're getting ready to bring this thing to a close, folks. Getting ready to bring this stream to a close. Let's see what else have we got here. What's everybody's final thoughts here? Patricia says Lord Veedo has the top points, fitting since he's the top talker. Yeah. Him and Mike Porter, man. Mike Porter's just down because Porter's only down because well, 1, I think he's on vacation right now, and 2, he used his Myrtle bit to get entered into one of the giveaways that we did last month. Yeah. Frank was good enough to sign 43 books for me. Nice, dude. Nice. Hell yeah. Aggressively says, awesome signed copy. That dude is turning Power Rangers into high fantasy. I'm going to go watch Star Wars later. All right, man. Take it easy, aggressively relaxing. David Brewer signed 31 books. Nice, dude. Nice. I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of surprised that you didn't have those books signed already, to be honest with you. But anyway, guys, that's all we've got for today's show. Thank you all so much for being here today as we talked about some of the giveaways we're doing here on the channel. Some of the books that I brought home in my comic book haul, I didn't even really get a chance to talk about these bad idea books. But if you haven't got a chance to read any of the bad idea books, the ones I've read so far are actually pretty good. I just read The Lot, which was a pretty dang good book written by Marguerite Bennett. But guys, that's all we've got for today's show. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed, click the little bell and all of that good stuff. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But while you're at it, make sure that you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the 2nd Street Marvel. We love to talk about indie comics. We love to talk about all of these different MCU shows, Marvel shows. You know I love them so much. Make sure that you're here for all that. Make sure you have those notifications on too, so you know when we go live tonight for the Trailer Park Live, where everybody seems to say that they seem to like nighttime Trinity more than daytime Trinity. But I don't know. I guess we'll see how much that works. But you all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.